Hello YouTube, it's Man. Welcome to my channel. Joaman, Jack of all, master of none. This video is going to be all about maintaining this KD-65F, at least what I learned so far about it. I'm going to break down this into 4 chapters or so, 4, 5, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do 4 things basically. One, I found me a needle cartridge. I'm going to replace that. 2, I found me a exact belt for the motor on this unit on Amazon. I will share that information with you guys. I also found exact O-ring size from measuring this thing, and I'm going to share that information with you guys. And I will replace this because right now I have a makeshift O-ring in there that I fudge with on the motor, and I would like to replace the real part, and maybe even test these rings themselves. So I have a backup plan if these don't sell anymore again. That's 2. I got me a service manual. It came all the way from Britain. I bought it on eBay for about $10, and I want to do a flip through, and maybe I could try to explain some of the troubleshooting steps, the flow charts, the circuit diagrams, the block diagrams, and part list, and so on. I'll do the flip through. The most important thing I want to discuss is these 2 screws down here, right below this tone arm at the bottom of this base. There are 2 screws there. They call it transportation screw. They'll call it moving screws. I think this one calls it tone arm retaining screw. And people forget about those things because this is all unit. They move around. They put these 2 screws in so this doesn't move. This assembly doesn't move. The assembly that make this move around. And people forget about them. And you force it, and you could ruin the calibration on the tone arm assembly, and then you're in a lot of trouble making this thing work right. So I'll discuss that. So yeah, that's a basic 4 chapters. I may break this into different chapters, I don't know yet, because there's a lot to be discussed when you're flipping through that. So that's a basis of this video. It's not meant to be entertaining. It's just a straightforward DIY, do yourself maintenance, and it's just the best of my knowledge. I just want to share that information for the fellow KD-65F owners out there, those who have acquired it just recently. You know, maybe you did a little dumpster dive and found it, I don't know, or you got it from Craigslist or somewhere. Just so I want to share and put it into YouTube database the little experience I have gained maintaining this unit. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to add one more chapter to this video. Loosening up stepper motors. It's from previous video. I added it because it doesn't seem to discuss it in this manual. It's about this stepper motor, how to loosen up with the WD-40. Anyway, that will be in there. I hope someone get good use out of this maintenance video. Yeah, good luck with everybody. Till next time, I'm out. Before moving this unit, I'm going to try to take this tone arm down a little bit. try to find the non-stick tape, but I couldn't find any. Okay. Turn arm retaining screw should be here and here. Should be spacer here, but I don't have spacer. I removed those. You would only use them to move. When you are moving from one home to next, you may use them to secure your turn arm. Again, these screws are in there to secure the turn arm from moving, so they don't move during transportation. For the normal operation, you need to take these screws out. Okay, I don't have a cover, so there's a lot of dust build up. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that screw. Just snaps out. They sell this separately. I have it at home. I ordered some at home. I'm at my dad's house right now, so I cannot test it. But they actually sell this separately, and it's a lot cheaper to buy this, and we just replace it. But maybe you'll break it occasionally. Yeah, just snaps it in there. This works still. Just need to replace that part. That part's cheaper than this whole thing. For the collection's sake, I'm keeping this unit. I'm keeping both actually. And just leave it in this box with the instruction. Wow, there's more instructions. Okay, nice. Let's go and test it out. Let's see. Before moving this unit, I'm going to try to take this tone arm down a bit. Flip it back. Make sure I move this. It's slippery little turd. Okay. Screw here, and there, I think. Take that off. Temporarily plug that in. Go ahead and put this on just in case to protect the needle. I should have worked on the other one first. Go ahead and power on. Play. Fast forward. Okay, that should be good. Screws are still in there. Put it aside. Go ahead and take this off. Belt still working. By the way, tone arm will not move if belt is broken. If a belt is broken, then you would have to manually move the tone arm to position it so that you can lift the cover. This is a number 67 O-ring. I stretched it out. I did a pretty good job of stretching out the exact size, but I won't need this anymore because I found the exact part for the belt. Even if belts are not available, I know exact size for the O-ring, so stretching it out like this will not be needed. The O-ring is number 30. Its outer diameter is 7/8 of an inch, and the cross-sectional thickness is 1/16 of an inch. On, test. Everything seems to be working fine, so I'm gonna button it up and test the album with it. Decide to screw just places where there's indentation and didn't care about the rest. Whatever. Forgot about these. By the way, that's wrong belt. That's when I first got it and was trying out different things. What I found out is that stepper motors rust up when you don't use it for a long time. Well, WD-40 does wonders on this case. It's non-conductive, so you don't have to worry about short-circuiting, but don't go crazy with it and have the power off when you're spraying that stuff. Also, manually working in the WD-40 into the motor seems to help. Just back and forth, back and forth. Just something I picked up. First, I'm going to briefly walk you through. This is showing front panel. Inside, when you first open it up, KD-65F service manual. Dial core strings. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. But there's your block diagram here. Block diagram of the whole thing with the microprocessor, cartridge, and so on. It tells you about tone retaining screw, those two screws I told you about. These are electronic unit functions throughout. There's your microprocessor, IC1, and there's your all the pin description for IC1 and some parameters. Your troubleshooting guides, for instance, that checks your if a LED 33 does not light up, what you do, check pin 12 on IC1. Pin 12 is PE3, 33 RPM. Pin 12, LED 33 RPM. If it's L means low, so you need actually for this test you need a probe, and you need to probe these points on the circuit. And if yes or no, do something. So this is a decision step. These are conditions, and that's how and these are all binary decisions. They are either yes or no questions, and you just follow through this diagram to diagnose that particular, troubleshoot that particular problem. Here's another troubleshooting. No sound is produced, and you go through this process. Leave it there. More troubleshooting. More troubleshooting. Adjustment. This is adjustment for tone arm assembly. This right here, these are adjustments that you could make with the screwdriver. That's a Varistor 501. Now this is in 3 different languages, it looks like. I only understand English, so there's 4 things you do to adjust this tone arm. I may have to do this one of these days and follow this table. That's packing. There's a lot of things I missed from that packing. Oops. Just gonna go this way a little bit now. Go ahead and pull that in. So I could do this. Yes. Here's a circuit diagram for motor assembly. Okay. There's your Q1, Q2, Q3, Q5, Q4, Q5, 6. It gives you that function right here. So go back to that. The PC board for control circuit, that solenoid, and then whoa. Shift again. There's more circuit drawing. PC board drawing. These are things you need to test voltmeter. Okay, it's not part of the system. What is this circuit for? This circuit for the whole thing. Okay. There's a whole bunch of different parts. I'm glad I don't have to solder these parts in. These things have a very long shelf life, so or a life itself, on life, operational life. So not to worry too much about these things. Now there's a capacitor could blown up and stuff, but some of these could be those kind of things. But let's see. The mechanism blown out. Export a view of all different things here. Then here's your part list. Part list. Part list. Go ahead and fold that back in.
tone arm and cartridge parts. Their specs are here. There's a tracking force 1.25 grams. I don't know how to check that. I'd like to know how that could be checked. All the cartridges are named here. So that's it.